What's up? It's Chug Rock. What I want to talk about here on my channel is about this documentary movie called Hip Hop Immortals that was on Tubi. You heard me? That I looked at. This movie right here, I loved it. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? It was entertaining. You heard me? It was nothing boring about it. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? It break down the documentary was breaking down layers of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Different forms of subject matters of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And that was right on my alley. You hear me? Because I love hip hop. You know, I love everything about it. You know what I'm saying? I love the elements of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Especially the MCing. That's my favorite essence of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you heard. If y'all ain't checked out this documentary, y'all should check it out. You heard me? You know, Hip Hop Immortals. If you got a Tubi app, type in Hip Hop Immortals. If you love looking at documentaries, especially if you love looking at hip hop rap documentaries and stuff, you know what I'm saying, about rappers and hip hop music, you know, stuff like that, you would love this. You know, Hip Hop Immortals. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you don't have a Tubi app, you can download it on your phone, Google Play Store, for free. You know what I'm saying? You heard me? Or you know what I'm saying? Download the Tubi app. You heard me? From your phone or your laptop computer. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you know, you should definitely check this out if you into hip hop. If you love looking at documentaries and stuff, you know what I'm saying, in general. You know, like me, you know, I love to look at documentaries in general. You know, not just hip hop documentaries, period. You know what I'm saying, about different hoods, gangs, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Thugs and gangsters, and you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. You heard me? You know, that's right up my alley. You know, so Hip Hop Immortals, I give it an A+. You know what I'm saying? I give it a high A+. You heard me? You know, it's interesting. It was nothing boring about it. You know, and I encourage anybody to go look at this if you love hip hop. You know, like I do. You know, I love hip hop a lot, 100%. You heard me? You know, and I'm always gonna love hip hop forever until I'm dead. You heard me? In the flesh, you know, and that's what it is. Y'all be cool.